Hello and welcome back to Everything Tumbler Tutorials. My name is Rebecca Escott and today I'm going to show you a Valentine Simplicity tumbler. I've already cut my image down to size using a pattern vinyl from AB Design. So we're going to go ahead and remove the backing from this design, and I want to place it towards the bottom of the tumbler. As you wrap your vinyl around the tumbler, you want to make sure that you're not getting wrinkles and air pockets. Once I have the vinyl completely wrapped around my tumbler, I will go back through and make sure I don't have any air pockets. If I do, I'm just going to use my weeding pen and pop them out. Now we just want to go ahead and take our X-Acto knife and slice right down the center, making a nice straight seam. Now that we've removed the excess vinyl from the seam, we're now going to go ahead and make sure we don't have any air pockets. So now we can go ahead and tape off and get ready to paint. I am going to be using two glitters from AB Designs that are named exactly the same except their cuts are different. This is called Flame, and one of them is a diamond cut, the other one is a metallic fine, and you will be able to see the difference once I've applied them both to the tumbler. Now I decided I'm not going to spray paint today. I actually wanted to show you guys because I get a lot of questions about people using acrylic paint in order to apply your glitter. A lot of incredible creators actually do use acrylic paint, so that's what I'm going to demonstrate today. Because I am going to be using the acrylic paint, it's only necessary to tape up around the top and the bottom of my vinyl. So the acrylic paint that I'm going to be using today is from a collection called Color Shot, and I'm pretty sure that I got this from Home Depot. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this red to the top and the bottom. So I did go ahead and apply 2 coats of this red onto the tumbler. I do not show the first coat, but I do show the second coat and when I get ready to go right into glittering. I will say I do not recommend this brush at all. It was actually complete trash when I was done with it, so I definitely need to get myself some new brushes, so I do not recommend this one. But it did work. It got the job done. So once I apply this second coat, I make sure everything is nice and thinned out and it's not lumpy and bumpy and what have you. Once I've made sure everything was nice and smoothed out, I then went ahead and applied my glitter. I would really like to hear from you guys. I'd love to know, what is your preferred glitter application method? Do you like epoxy, Mod Podge, spray paint, acrylic paint? Let me know down in the comments which way you prefer to apply your glitter to your tumbler. So at this point, I'm now adding the diamond cut flame here at the bottom of this tumbler. I really hope you're enjoying this video so far, and if so, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials coming soon. Also, don't forget to click the bell to get notifications for every time I launch a new video. Now that I'm confident that I have the diamond cut fully applied to the bottom of the tumbler, it's time to move on to the flame. This is the metallic fine here at the top. As you can really see the difference in the cuts right here on the video. Now that I'm pretty confident with my glitter application, I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape immediately. I'm going to allow this to fully dry, then I'm going to seal both ends of my glitter with the clear seal from Rust-Oleum. Once that's dry, we can go right into epoxy. You really want to make sure that you seal your tumbler really, really well, and that will prevent contamination throughout the tumbler when you get ready to epoxy. For this first coat of epoxy, I am using Fast Set from Counterculture DIY. Make sure you use your heat torch to pop any bubbles that you may or may not be able to see. Make sure this is fully cured before moving on to the next step. So now that our tumbler is fully cured, I'm going to go in with the nail tape from AB Designs, which you already probably know by now I'm seriously obsessed with. So when I go to apply my nail tape, I find it much easier to just leave it on the turner, spin the cup with one hand while pulling the nail tape with the other. It seems to work really great for me. I decided once I added this stripe that I was going to go ahead and add more stripes down at the bottom end. It kind of gave me like a Cleopatra feel. Let me know if you felt the same, or is it just me? I also want to mention too, when I get ready to go ahead and cut the stripe, I prefer using the small sharp scissors. I get a very clean cut and I don't have to worry about making divots into my epoxy when using the X-Acto knife. Once we have all of our desired stripes, it's now time to apply our decal. I chose a very simple Valentine baby saying that I wrote up strictly in Cricut Design Space using a font I'm pretty sure I got from defont.com. So I am going to have that link and the name of this font down for you in the description below. I wanted to choose something very, very thin, very fine. So I definitely want to make sure that I have this completely adhered. And by the way, I also needed to do a reverse weeding on this because of the fine lines. So I did not need to seal this tumbler. However, if you feel more comfortable, I highly recommend you use Quick Coat Urethane Sealer from Counterculture DIY before going into your next coat of epoxy. So for this next coat of epoxy, I am going to be using Fast Set from Counterculture DIY. This tumbler only took one more coat of epoxy and it was completed. I want to thank you so much for watching, and be sure to find me on TikTok under Rebecca Ascott, Facebook at Everything Tumbler Tutorials for continued learning. Remember, all links will be in the description for you below. Make sure you use your heat torch to pop any bubbles you may or may not be able to see.
I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah.